Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share with you how to build an effective skincare routine. Okay, for like any skin type. Okay, so if you want to see what I have to talk about, continue watching and don't forget to like, guys, and subscribe. And let me just say one more thing. Thank you all for 5,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. And also, thank you for all the people that have subscribed just now. Thank you for the people that are going to subscribe as we speak. And just thank you overall. I really and truly appreciate the support and the love that I've been getting this far in my YouTube game. I really appreciate it. Okay, so just let's get into the video. We wrote some notes and just something that I can follow. All right, so how to build an effective skincare routine. Okay, so the first step, or this is actually the first part of building an effective skincare routine, is to figure out your skin type. Okay, so start first by looking at your skin and trying to find out what is your problem. Do you have a lot of oils? Is your skin dry? Is your skin sensitive? Yeah, do you break out for anything? Or if the wind blows, you just start breaking out. Do you get redness? Do you get acne and so forth? Or do you get mild acne? Is your skin dry when you use certain cleansers and so forth? Figure out what really is your skin. What is your skin? How does your skin react? Okay, and one of the ways that we can actually figure out if we have oily skin is when, for example, if you go throughout an entire day and you're a grease ball. If you go through the day and you realize that you're a grease ball, highly likely your skin is oily. Or if you have like combination like myself, some parts of your face like they're dry, and then some parts of your face are a little bit oily. For example, in the T-zone, my T-zone, it gets oily, especially during the summer. Okay, but the rest of my face is extremely dry. Around my mouth area, dry to the point whenever I wash my face and I get white patches. That's also one way you can figure out whether or not your skin is dry. Just wash your face and allow your face to dry, like air dry. And if your skin, like if certain part of your face is like extremely dry, you know that you have dry skin. If certain parts of your face are like dry, like the perimeters of your face is dry, and then right here is okay, then maybe you have combination. If your entire face is fine and you don't feel any way after like really exfoliating or really washing your face, then it could possibly mean that you have oily skin. So that's also another way that you can try to figure out if you have dry skin or oily skin or even combination skin. Yes, guys, so that's the first step into figuring out how you can build an effective skincare routine, by trying to understand your skin type. Okay, very good. The next step is to find a good cleanser. Okay, so how are you going to find a good cleanser? If you have oily skin, you're going to find something that is oil free, something that is going to actually clean your skin but not strip it. Okay, so you want to find an ingredient or you want to look on the product itself, and if it says that for oily skin, for combination skin, for dry skin, you want to look at those little cues to figure out if it's actually for your skin type. Okay, so if it's a gentle cleanser, you would know that maybe that's for maybe like dry skin or sensitive skin or people with eczema. Okay, if it says that it's a foaming cleanser, then we want to go for those type of cleansers because they're going to foam and they're going to get rid of excess oil. But guess what? So you want to make sure that they are foaming, but you don't want to have a cleanser that is drying. Okay, so even though you want foaming cleansers, you don't want cleansers that are going to strip your skin of the natural oils. So you have to really look into that. Okay, yes, and I'm going to share with you some ingredients or some surfactants on screen so you can have an idea of like surfactants that are going to like foam up and cleanse your skin but not strip your skin. Okay, yes, so that's for oily skin. But what if you also have acne prone skin? Like most times people with oily skin, they have acne prone skin, so they should, or we should, because I have combination, so it's a little bit oily sometimes, we should go for ingredients that have salicylic acid, because basically salicylic acid goes deep into the skin, it cleans the pores, and it also prevents the skin from breaking out. So it prevents the skin from getting future breakouts. So we want that type of cleanser in our routine. Okay, so that's for acne prone skin. If you have excessive acne, you want to go for something like benzoyl peroxide, or you have a breakout, you want to go for something like benzoyl peroxide. But just know that those type of cleansers are going to actually strip your skin. But guess what? Not because the ingredient is a stripping ingredient, it means that you cannot get the benefits from the ingredient without it stripping your skin. So what you should do now, you should look for ingredients. Yes, you should look for ingredients in your benzoyl peroxide. You want to look for ingredients that include ceramides. You want to look for ingredients that include like hyaluronic acid. You want to look for ingredients that have niacinamide, so it's anti-inflammatory. So those ingredients will assist your skin and it will prevent you from getting future breakouts. Okay, so that's what I would recommend for people with oily, acne prone skin. Now when it comes to people with combination skin, you want to do the same thing, but guess what? You're going to ensure that you have something that is also gentle, because different times during the year or different seasons, your skin experience different things. For example, my skin, when it's more cooler and it's a little bit more drier, my skin can get really dry and it's less oily. So like for example, right now it's getting a little bit cooler, so my skin is getting a little bit drier, so I don't have to be really aggressive with the exfoliating ingredients. Okay, so I need to use more gentle ingredients, gentle cleansers, but I don't want to over exfoliate. I still want to clean my skin, but I don't want to exfoliate, so I reduce the amount of aggressive cleansers that I use during this time of the year. Okay, yes, so that's for combination skin. And it's the same thing with oily skin. You want to also have a gentle cleanser. For example, if the night before you did your exfoliating, you wake up the next morning, you don't want to be exfoliating same way. You want something that's going to be gentle, gentle from the night before. Nothing, you're not going to need to do anything aggressive in the mornings, so you want to have something gentle in your routine. Okay, yes. And you also want to use your cleansers. When you're using your cleansers, like focus the cleansers into areas of your face. If you have like combination skin, focus the cleansers in the areas where you have a lot of oils. Okay, and then maybe the other areas you can just lightly rub it across so that you can actually get a full cleanse. Okay, and for people with like dry skin, you want to make sure that your cleansers are like creamy cleansers. You want to make sure that they are emollient. You want to make sure that they have hydrating ingredients. You want to make sure that they are the gentlest of gentlest surfactants, so they are not going to strip your skin, but you still want to be able to clean your skin. So that's very important. So even though sometimes on the cleanser it might say gentle cleanser, and when you start washing your face you're like, it's not cleaning my skin, you want to make sure that you look at the cleanser, you identify if your skin wants to be cleansed, but it doesn't want to be like overly stripped. So you have to like look for ingredients with that. Okay, and like general rule for everybody, for every skin type, you want to make sure that you're double cleansing. So that's one way. If for example you have dry skin and you go in with a hydrating cleanser, if you double cleanse, then that's like the first part of cleansing. So when you go in with your hydrating cleanser, your skin is going to be clean because you cleanse it twice. Okay, so that wouldn't be your complaint. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so you want to make sure that you double cleanse for both skin types. If you double cleanse, then you won't have to worry about your cleanser not cleaning your skin. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. And if you have more like oily skin, you know that oil cleans oil, you can get like a oil cleanser to cleanse your skin, because it's like emulsion. When you cleanse your skin, it's going to turn into this milky kind of liquid. So you want to make sure that you double cleanse with oil. You can double cleanse with cleansing balm. You can double cleanse with micellar water. I like micellar water. Why? Because it's not so what are you saying? It's not so messy, and I can just put on a cotton pad and just wipe my face. Somebody asked me in one of my videos, they asked if they could just put the micellar water instead of a cotton pad, put the micellar water on their hand and to clean their face. You can do that if you want to. I mean, but you know, it's like liquid, so of course it's just going to spill everywhere and it's just going to kind of waste the product in a sense. But I would say if you want to just go in with cleaning your face, like pouring the ingredient on your hand and cleaning your face, I would say go in with a oil cleanser. If you want something that you have to use a cotton pad, you know that a lot of people don't like cotton pads and so forth because it's not environmentally friendly and so forth. But if you have to go in, or if you want to go in with it, it's a matter of preference, because even though a lot of stuff are not environmentally friendly, you know, but still use it, which is not good, but you know, it is what it is. No, it's not what it is, but try to decrease the use of cotton pads and so forth. So if you don't have to go in with a cotton pad, you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? But just know that if you go in with micellar water with your hands, you're going to lose a lot of product, and possibly maybe you're going to waste a lot of product. Okay, so yes, you can double cleanse with a lot of things and so forth. So if you actually double cleanse your skin and your cleanser is actually a gentle cleanser, yes, you won't really have to worry about your cleanser cleaning your skin because you're actually double cleansing. Okay, good. And one cleanser that I really enjoy for acne prone skin is the cleanser that I like for acne prone skin is the CeraVe Salicylic Acid Cleanser. I would recommend that for oily acne prone skin because it works well. Okay, and this other cleanser is from Good Molecules. They have this really nice cleanser. I think this is perfect for people with it's perfect for people with like combination skin, and you can also use it in the mornings and so forth because it's a nice cleanser, I would say, based on the ingredients. So my favorite cleanser, as I said before, is the CeraVe SA cleanser. As you can see, it's almost finished. And I also enjoy using this one, the CeraVe Foaming Cleanser, the benzoyl peroxide, whenever I get like some high rising pimples. Okay, and I also am using this. It's currently finished, but I just still have the bottle just so I can demonstrate because I'm going to get some more. Don't know how it's not here as yet, but this is a gentle cleansing gel. It has 3 haloes complex, so it's a very hydrating cleanser. It has it has hyaluronic acid, and it has one of the gentlest surfactants, that is sodium cocoyl isothianate. Your cleanser is the foundation for your skincare, so you have to really put a lot of thought into this. right? You can't really go and buy 50 million serums and you're not cleaning your skin. You have to make sure that your skin is being cleansed. Okay? So this is very, very important. All right. So the next thing that I would say now, we're going to move on to our toners, or essence. Okay, a lot of people believe that toners aren't really necessary because a lot of cleansers today have pH balancing ingredients. Okay, so a lot of them don't strip the skin of its natural oils, and they have natural pH balancing ingredients, which is good, yes. Okay, however, if you have acne prone skin and you are using a lot of these exfoliating ingredients, for example benzoyl peroxide, salicylic acid, and so forth, it is good to use a toner to bring back the pH of the skin. So bring back the skin to give back the skin its natural balance. Okay, so if you have acne prone skin, toners with like glycolic acid, AHAs, BHAs, PHAs are actually good. Okay, AHAs are a little bit more aggressive on the skin, especially if you have brown skin, dark skin people. AHAs are going to be a little bit more aggressive in terms of the exfoliating powers. Okay, BHAs are going to be, they're going to work, they're going to go deep into the skin, but they're not going to be as aggressive as AHAs. A little bit gentler, okay, but they're still aggressive. And for people with acne prone skin, like salicylic acid, a salicylic acid toner is going to be an excellent toner because guess what? Goes deep into the skin and it's going to clean the pores. Okay, yes. Glycolic acid now is going to be a resurfacing ingredient, so that's going to be brightening, that's going to exfoliate the dead skin, so that's going to be that ingredient that's going to resurface the skin, renew the skin, give it that brightening effect. You know what I'm saying? And then the salicylic acid now is going to go deep into the pores and it's going to clean the skin. Okay, but my thing is, if you are very new to acids and so for these ingredients, try to find ingredients that are low. For example, salicylic acid, don't go with a 2%, go with a 0.5%. If you have to go with like a glycolic acid, go with something that has 2% glycolic acid. Start out low so you can figure out if your skin likes it, and then over a period of time you can increase the use. And if your skin is sensitive period to these ingredients, you don't have to go with salicylic acid, you don't have to go with, salicylic, I definitely recommend salicylic acid if you have acne prone skin, but for like resurfacing the skin, you don't have to go with a glycolic acid. You can go with other ingredients. You can go with vitamin C, that's going to brighten the skin, and that's a natural antioxidant, yes, for the skin. So it's just going to protect the skin from the sun, the UV rays, and the free radicals that come to damage the skin. Okay, so go for toners with vitamin C. Go for toners with niacinamide if you want the brightening effect. Okay, go for toners with even arbutin. Okay, yes, those toners will work if your skin is very, very sensitive to glycolic acid. So while my skin is perfectly fine with using a glycolic acid toner, not your skin. Maybe your skin is going to be extremely sensitive, so you can go with ingredients that will match your skin sensitivity. Okay, yes, and I would recommend, if you can't go in with the glycolic acid, the 7% and so forth, you can reduce the percentage, find other ingredients, and I'll just show you some ingredients that you can use. And I would also recommend the Good Molecules. The Good Molecules is going to be that brightening toner, that toner That's going to balance the pH, and because it has a pH of 6.2, it's very neutral and it's alcohol free, it's vegan, it has niacinamide to brighten the skin, and niacinamide is also an anti-inflammatory ingredient, so it's going to prevent you from getting irritations and so forth. It has vitamin C, a stable form of vitamin C, again to protect your skin from the free radicals that come from the UV rays to harm the skin. It also has what is arbutin, not alpha arbutin. It has a beta arbutin. Okay, so beta arbutin is just a weakened form of alpha arbutin, so that's a brightening ingredient. It has licorice root extract, so that's like a soothing ingredient. And what else does it have? And it's going to increase the collagen levels. You know what I'm saying? So this good molecules toner is excellent if you cannot manage a glycolic acid toner. Okay, so yes, so that's what I would recommend for people who cannot go in with any exfoliating toner or cannot go in with a glycolic acid. And if you can't go in with anything that is just too aggressive on the skin, but you still want to exfoliate, you can go in with a polyhydroxy acid. That's just a weakened form of exfoliate. Not weakened, I should say. That's just it's a form of hydroxy acid, but it's not as aggressive as say as AHAs or BHAs. It's going to be very gentle and slow on the skin. Okay, it's going to be very, very slow because the molecular weight, it's a little bit higher than say a glycolic acid or a BHAs or salicylic acid. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so it's going to be slower and calmer and gentler on the skin, especially if you're dark skin and anything can irritate your skin or our skin, but the glycolic acid on my skin is fine, so I don't have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so that's it for toners for people with acne prone skin, combination skin. If you have dry skin, as I said before, you want to stick to ingredients or toners that are very, very hydrating, that have vitamin C to brighten your skin, but very hydrating ingredients that are going to make your skin soothe, soft, nice, that are not going to make your skin extremely sensitive. That's what we want to avoid. Ingredients that are going to make our skin sensitive, especially if you have dry skin. You want to make sure you stick to hydrating ingredients, antioxidants, and Centella asiatica. Try thinking about, like, consider that particular ingredient because it's going to be your best friend. That ingredient is going to be your best friend. And hyaluronic acid and so forth, those ingredients, panthenol and so forth, those type of ingredients in your toner, that's what you want if you have dry skin. Anything that's going to hydrate the skin, anything that's going to add moisture to the skin, anything that's going to be soothing and calming to the skin, that's what you should choose. Okay, and that's for toners. Now, as it relates to serums and acne prone skin, people of dark skin, people of color, I should say, when we have this type of skin and we are going for serums, you want to ensure that you get serums that are going to target your acne, target your problems. Okay, so if you have bumps, go for BHAs. Okay, find BHAs, find ingredients with BHAs in them, okay, that are going to target acne. Okay, so you're just going to look for anything that's going to target acne, anything that's going to target oils, anything that's going to ensure that it's going to gently exfoliate the skin. Okay, if you have sensitive acne prone skin and sensitive skin, you don't want to go for like a glycolic acid serum. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe that's too harsh on the skin. You want to stick to if you actually go in with those serums, you want to make sure that it is gentle enough and concentrated enough to tackle your problems. Okay, yes. So sometimes when I look at some serums online, they're very gentle on the skin, but they're not so concentrated. They have so many ingredients in them, and sometimes I don't think that they're going to be as effective on my skin as opposed to if I go in with something that is more concentrated and at a percentage that my skin can manage, and at a percentage that is going to be effective on my skin. So you want to take those into consideration. If you have acne prone skin, take those into consideration. And for people with as I was saying now, for people with dark skin, you want to, if your skin can't manage like a glycolic acid serum, try salicylic acid. If your skin still cannot manage like salicylic acid, you can go with something gentler like lactic acid. If your skin still cannot manage like lactic acid, you have mandelic acid. And if your skin cannot manage mandelic acid, you have PHAs like serums. You have various serums, so you have to make sure that you get a serum that is going to target your specific problem. Okay, so if you have a serum that is supposed to be for acne, make sure that you also apply it to the areas of your face where you have the acne. Don't just take it and spread it all over the face, and then when you're finished, like, I'm not seeing any improvements and so forth on my skin, because you just applied all of the serum all over the face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you want to make sure that you get the right serum and apply them directly on your problem areas. And make sure, if you really want the serum to penetrate your problems, make sure that the serum is actually a concentrated ingredient. Okay? Yes, and not a bag of ingredients that are just going to give you general results instead of concentrated results. And this is the reason why I like The Ordinary, because they give you serums for your specific problems. But a lot of people, they don't want to go through the work of finding serums for their specific problems, so they might choose other skincare brands. And you can do that if you want, but just make sure to look at the percentage and see what it is going to be doing for your specific problem. So that's the thing with serums. Make sure that they're going to be concentrated to work effectively on your skin and effectively for the problems that you have. Okay? Yes. So if you have acne, make sure your serum is concentrated. If you have hyperpigmentation, make sure that your serums are concentrated. Okay, and are going to be working directly on your problem areas. And also make sure that you apply them on your problem areas and work them into the skin. As I said before, don't spread them all over the face. Okay, so those are the key to ensuring that you find the right serums, okay, for your skin. And for people with sensitive skin, there are serums that are going to be soothing. As I said before, Centella, Asiatica. Think about those type of serums. Hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, those serums are going to work. Moisturizers, okay? So now when you have completed, you have found your serum for your skin, you have applied it on your specific problems, now you want a moisturizer. When we're going in with moisturizer, we want to make sure that it is going to work for a specific skin type. So we want to make sure that we have to look at the moisturizer. For example, for me, I have a combination skin and mainly oily skin sometimes, but now that it's getting cooler, I'm a little bit dry. So in the night, I like using the CeraVe PM moisturizer. It's perfect for oily skin because it is oil free. That's what it says on the bottle. It's oil free, and it's also very, very moisturizing, and it's going to protect my moisture barrier, so it's not going to cause transepidermal water loss. Okay, so it's just going to allow all the moisture to stay in my skin and so forth. And it's also formulated to protect my skin, as I said before, from going through transepidermal water loss. It has niacinamide to control the oil in my skin. It has hyaluronic and so forth, and it's a PM moisturizer, but it's ultra lightweight and it's oil free. So this is perfect for who? Me, because I have acne prone skin. So I want to stay away from anything that is too greasy, but I still want to be able to retain moisture in my skin. So this is the reason why I would go in with this. And notice that this moisturizer says it's a PM moisturizer. Not because it says PM, it means that you should use it in the PM. Well, you should use it in the PM. But what if one day my skin feels really, really dry and so forth? You can use it in the AM too. You know what I'm saying? But follow the instructions though. If it's a PM moisturizer, use it in the PM. Okay? Yes. If you think your skin can manage it in the AM, or if your skin feels really, really dry, then you can go in with it. So just really look at the packaging and so forth. They also have the AM moisturizer, and that would work for normal skin, oily skin, and so forth. But for people with like extremely dry skin, this would not work for them, because maybe they're going to need something more. Okay, so this would be good for people with oily prone skin or combination skin, but for people with more dry skin, you want to go for ingredients that are very occlusive, that are very creamy and thick. So it's going to like lock in the moisture in your skin so that it can actually stay there, and it doesn't go anywhere after a certain period of time. Okay, especially during the winter months, you want to make sure that you have something thick, something that's going to hydrate the skin, so your skin doesn't look dry and cracky and wrinkled. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So that is what I would recommend for people with drier skin. Okay, creamy, go for creamy moisturizers that are going to be extremely or very occlusive. And for people with oily skin or even combination skin, go for moisturizers that are oil free, but at the same time hydrating, and it's still going to protect your moisture barrier. Okay, yes. And as I said before, ultra lightweight ingredients. So that's what I would recommend. And there are various moisturizers out there that can target your problems. I really enjoy using the CeraVe moisturizers because they really work well. Okay? Yeah, so those are my tips for moisturizers. Now, the last thing that we're going to talk about is SPF. So you have chemical SPF and you have physical SPF. Okay, so chemical SPF, actually they absorb a little bit more faster, or they absorb into the skin. The physical sunscreen actually sits on top of the skin, so sometimes a little bit harder to blend out. So yes, that is one of the disadvantage with the physical sunscreen, but they have their weird way of formulating sunscreens. I like this sunscreen. Where is it? I like this one. This is the Skin Aqua UV tone up essence. It's SPF 50. This has a little bit of fragrance, so it doesn't affect my skin. But one of the things with sunscreens, especially if you have oily, acne prone skin, you want to make sure that it's fragrance free. Not all sunscreen with fragrance will affect your skin, because this doesn't do anything to my skin. I've been using it for like 2 years and I really love it. This is kind of a new packaging for me. I think they have added some purple touch to it because it's supposed to, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, you're not gonna see purple anything on your face. But I really like this sunscreen because it works well for my skin. But if you have acne prone skin, I would recommend going for something without the fragrance. Okay, and they have this same Skin Aqua without fragrance. I think it's a milky serum. I'll show you on screen so you can have an idea. Okay, so yeah, make sure that your sunscreen is going to protect your skin. Make sure that it's broad spectrum, so it's going to protect you from UVA and UVB rays. So you want to make sure that you have a broad spectrum coverage or protection. Okay, so yeah, that's what I would recommend for sunscreen. And remember, if you have acne prone skin or sensitive skin, stay away from fragrance and comedogenic ingredients, and make sure that your sunscreen is oil free, because if it's an oily sunscreen, trust me, you're gonna break out. I've had my fair share, and it wasn't good. So these are my recommendations. If you want to have an effective skincare routine, start from the basics, start the foundation, start from the very cleanser that you use straight down to the SPF. You have to tackle everything. You can't just buy a bunch of serum and apply the serum on top of skin that is not, properly cleansed or properly exfoliated, and you have a lot of dead skin, and you're applying a bunch of serum, and you're like, the serum is not working because it's not sinking into the skin, because your skin has a lot of dead skin on top. It's not clean, so the serums can't work. You have to start from the foundation. Okay, the skin itself, you have to make sure it's clean and ready and prep for the serums and also the moisturizers, and then go in with your SPF to protect it. Okay. And this is what I think we can do if you want to have an effective skincare routine. I know this video was super long, but I'm just sharing with you my 2 cents. Okay, hope you enjoy this video, and see you later on.